Gabby Hayes, born George Francis Gabby Hayes on May 7, 1885 in Stannards, New York, was a man whose name became synonymous with the grizzled, humorous sidekick of classic westerns. As the third of 7 children, he was raised in a family of hotel owners, which exposed him to a variety of people and stories that later influenced his entertainment career. Gabby's early life was marked by his work in the circus and semi-professional baseball, which helped him develop his ability to engage with an audience and collaborate with others. Though his early career was rooted in the stage, he eventually made his way to Hollywood, where his unique talent found a home in the Western genre, becoming one of its most beloved and recognizable stars. The Road to Hollywood, from vaudeville to westerns. In 1914, Gabby Hayes married Olive Ireland, and together they worked the vaudeville circuit, finding success and building a partnership that lasted more than 4 decades. However, after the 1929 stock market crash, the couple's financial situation took a hit, prompting Gabby to return to work. This return to the entertainment industry led him to Hollywood, where he started off with small parts in the closing days of silent films. Despite not having a cowboy background, Gabby quickly found his niche in Western films. It was a chance meeting with producer T.M. Carr that set him on his path, eventually landing him more than 30 roles over 6 years. His career in Westerns would ultimately make him a household name. The rise of Gabby Hayes, a sidekick with charm. From 1935 to 1939, Gabby Hayes found fame as the sidekick to Hopalong Cassidy, played by William Boyd. His character, Wendy Halliday, was beloved for his colorful language and humorous demeanor. After a salary dispute with Paramount Pictures, Gabby moved to Republic Pictures, where his character was renamed Gabby Whitaker. It was here that his career flourished, and he became a staple in Westerns, appearing in over 40 films between 1939 and 1946, often alongside Western legends such as Roy Rogers, Gene Autry, and John Wayne. His popularity soared, making him a fan favorite, and he consistently ranked among the top 10 Western stars in moviegoer polls. His unique charm and comedic timing solidified his place in Western cinema. The shift to television, a new chapter in Gabby's career, as Westerns began to decline in popularity. During the late 1940s, Gabby Hayes transitioned to television. In 1950, he began hosting The Gabby Hayes Show, a Western series that aired on NBC and later on ABC in 1956. Sponsored by Quaker Oats, the show featured Gabby introducing episodes, often while whittling wood and telling humorous stories. His on-screen persona of the lovable, gruff sidekick translated well into television, where he also made guest appearances on shows like Howdy Doody. In addition to his television career, Gabby's name graced Gabby Hayes Western Comics, a publication that ran from 1948 to 1957, further cementing his place in American pop culture. Honors and tributes. Gabby's enduring influence. Gabby Hayes' contributions to the entertainment industry were recognized with 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, one for radio and one for television. In 2000, he was posthumously inducted into the Hall of Great Western Performers at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City. His legacy continued to be celebrated through various tributes, such as the annual Gabby Hayes Days in Wellsville, New York, which took place from 1983 to 1989. The event featured street sales, square dancing, and look-alike contests, celebrating Gabby's contributions to Western films and his connection to his hometown. Even after the festival faded, his name lived on with the dedication of Gabby Hayes Lane in Wellsville. Cultural impact, Gabby Hayes in parody and satire. Gabby Hayes' influence extended beyond serious tributes into the realm of parody and satire. One of the most notable examples came in Mel Brooks's 1974 film, Blazing Saddles, a Western comedy that playfully skewered the genre. The character of Gabby Johnson, portrayed by actor Jack Starrett, was a clear homage to Gabby Hayes. Johnson's exaggerated mannerisms, raspy voice, and frontier vernacular mirrored Hayes' screen persona. This comic homage cleverly captured the essence of Gabby's iconic role in Western films, turning his trademark style into a piece of Americana that would forever be remembered as both a tribute and a playful send-up of the genre. Animated tribute, Stinky Pete the Prospector. Gabby Hayes' cultural impact reached even further into the world of animation. In Pixar's 1999 film Toy Story 2, the character of Stinky Pete the Prospector, voiced by Kelsey Grammer, served as a subtle tribute to Hayes. Stinky Pete was a part of a fictional 1950s children's Western show, and his role as comic relief echoed Gabby Hayes' many performances. However, unlike the goofy persona often associated with Hayes, Stinky, Pete's toy version revealed a more intellectual, even sinister side. This contrast was a clever nod to Hayes' own life, as he was known to be well-read and articulate, despite playing bumbling characters on screen. Pixar's nuanced tribute honored both his iconic persona and the more complex man behind it. Late-night tribute, Johnny Carson's take on Gabby Hayes. Even late-night television couldn't resist paying tribute to Gabby Hayes. On The Tonight Show, starring Johnny Carson, Gabby was impersonated by Carson himself during a Mighty Carson Art Players sketch. Carson donned the cowboy garb and vocal twang familiar to fans of Gabby Hayes, performing opposite Roy Rogers, Gabby's frequent co-star in Western films. The sketch was a humorous send-up, but it was also a fond acknowledgement of the nostalgia Gabby Hayes invoked in fans. The moment became so memorable that it was included in Johnny Carson's comedy classics, further cementing Gabby's enduring legacy in American culture. Remembering Gabby Hayes, a celebration of small-town Americana. In addition to Hollywood honors and television tributes, Gabby Hayes was celebrated in his hometown of Wellsville, New York. From 1983 to 1989, the town hosted Gabby Hayes Days, a multi-day festival that included street sales, square dancing, and look-alike contests. The event was a heartfelt celebration of Gabby's cinematic legacy and his ties to his roots. The festival eventually merged with Wellsville's Mid-July Balloon Rally, but it remains an important part of the town's history. Gabby's legacy is honored in Wellsville today, where a street is named Gabby Hayes Lane, ensuring that the man who once entertained millions is remembered by those who knew him best. Gabby Hayes' reflections on Randolph Scott. After years of silence, Gabby Hayes opened up about his longtime co-star, Randolph Scott, shedding light on their relationship both on and off the screen. In a rare interview, Hayes described Scott as a true gentleman, a reserved, introspective man who was always professional. Hayes recalled that Scott would come to the set early, stay late, and help younger actors. He had a quiet strength, much like the heroes he portrayed. Hayes also revealed that Scott had been instrumental in helping him secure more prominent roles in Westerns, encouraging producers to cast older, eccentric actors like him in recurring roles. This support allowed Gabby to carve out a lasting place in the genre. Hayes' final years: solitude, reflection, and retirement. After the death of his beloved wife Olive in 1957, Gabby Hayes sought solace in his quiet ranch near Tuca Lake, California. It was a peaceful retreat, allowing him to reflect on his life and career. However, as Hayes aged, the solitude of ranch life became less practical, and he eventually moved into a 10-unit apartment building in Los Angeles. His modest yet strategic real estate investment provided him with easier access to medical care and social interaction. Despite his fame, Hayes remained humble and approachable, often engaging with tenants and neighbors. He continued to live quietly until his health began to decline. And in early 1969, he was hospitalized for complications related to cardiovascular disease. The end of an era, Gabby Hayes' passing and legacy. Gabby Hayes passed away on February 9, 1969, at the age of 83 after weeks of declining health. His death marked the end of an era for fans of Westerns, especially those who had grown up watching him in countless B-Westerns alongside stars like Roy Rogers and John Wayne. Hayes was laid to rest at Forest Lawn Hollywood Hills Cemetery, a resting place for many of Hollywood's greatest legends. While Gabby Hayes may no longer be with us, his legacy continues to live on through tributes, festivals, and the enduring popularity of his roles. He will always be remembered as the iconic, lovable sidekick who brought humor, warmth, and heart to the Western genre.